It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. Tonight, it'll be Dallas going up against the Spurs. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. The show stealer tonight could be the battle in the backcourt, Greg. This should be exciting.
And as a player, I love dueling with another talented guard. It means you have to be at your best and stay focused all game long.
Here is Elliott, and Robinson throws it down hard.
I love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Bradley, a screen on Johnson. Rebounded by Elliott. Here's Ellie. Tries again. Here's Duncan. And at last they get one to fall.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass? Getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
Kicks it out to Bradley. Pass to Nowitzki. Dallas moving it around. Launches a three. And David Robinson pulls it down. Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Johnson, the pass to Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Boy, that's a powerful throwdown by Duncan. He saw an opening there and took full advantage of it.
Nash with it. Pass to Nowitzki. Good, and the assist goes to Nash.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Duncan with the screen for Johnson. Down low. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Nice court awareness and feel on the floor there from Duncan. Set the screen and then found space to execute the roll.
Now here's Nash. Fires from deep. Shot's good by Strickland.
Making the intelligent pass there, putting it in the hands of somebody ready to shoot it.
Nash against Johnson. Over to the wing. Ellie passes to Duncan. Over Nowitzki. And Tim Duncan again. Duncan's got 8 points.
Duncan with that innate ability to shoot the basketball.
Pass to Finley. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Spurs leading by 3. Here's Ellie. And here is Robinson. Johnson outside. Duncan with it. Defended by Nowitzki. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Johnson. 10 points for Duncan.
Too easy there for Duncan. I mean, he's got such balance and a high skill level. Able to play through contact effortlessly.
Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Duncan with the block. And they're able to recover. Bradley, an easy 2 points on the layup.
Going at the offensive glass with a lot of intensity.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Robinson. A second chance effort. And no good that time. Bradley with some nice D. Now Nash. Still without a basket. Nowitzki with the screen on Johnson. Fires from 18. Shot clock at 4. Here's Finley. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. It's a 3-point game over Nowitzki. And the basket by Johnson.
The defense was solid, but that's better offense. Welcome to the NBA.
Pass to Strickland. Here's Finley. He had 15 points last outing.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Here's Helly. Makes it off the glass.
Nice move off the dribble. That's how you create space.
Dallas trails by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
So for Dallas, their last game a win against the Clippers.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Here's Nash. David Robinson making his last shot. It's tipped. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Helly. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Well, he's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Here's Strickland. And he's good on the 3-ball. Strickland's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Mavs.
Well, that was Dirk Nowitzki getting in the way of the defense right there. Well done.
The drive by Duncan. It's rebounded by Dallas. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
Here's Johnson after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Pass to Duncan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Clark still so early in the season, but already we're getting a sense of who the real power teams might be.
Yeah, that's true. But there's also those teams that are lurking in the shadows a bit. For some teams, it can take a while for the pieces to fall in place. I like to keep an eye on those teams that are sleepers, if you will.
Now, here's Nash. He has yet to score. Nowitzki, the pass to Strickland. No good from outside. Spurs leading by 7. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Duncan. Here is Elliott. Duncan right side. 6 on the shot clock. Over Nowitzki. No good from Duncan. The Spurs come into this one following a loss to Denver.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
Here's Johnson. The Mavericks making the shot. It's stolen by Bradley. And now the fast break. Nowitzki with the ball. Johnson against Nash. Back to Nowitzki. Pass to Strickland. The shot. Bradley kicks to Finley. And there's the drive. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Now, here's Johnson. 23 points for him the last game against Denver.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Not an easy distance, but you know what? He showed no anxiety at all.
It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
The Spurs making a switch here. Brown's checked in. He was all alone on that one.
And this is not an easy from there.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Some changes here for the Spurs. Rose, he's checked in for Ellie. Porter comes in for Ellie, and Daniels subbed in for Johnson. Now here's Porter. Pass to Daniels. They set the pick. Off target with his 3. Dallas trails by 4. Now here's Nowitzki. Left side, Bradley. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Nowitzki missing. Nowitzki's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Porter dishes to Daniels. Over Nash. They get it again. The Mavericks shooting 42% to begin this game. Here's Finley. He's covered by Daniels. Nowitzki a screen. Here's Finley. Got it from 16 feet. Finley's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And Finley loves this shot. I mean, whenever the mid-range opens up, he's making use of that area of the floor.
Rose sets the screen for Porter to the middle. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leading ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Kept alive. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. 3-pointer. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
You could see he was prepared to fire the moment he caught the ball.
Now here's Porter. He's guarded closely. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Nash the pass to Strickland. Bradley a screen on Porter. From the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
And knocking down threes is so key. It makes defenses come out of the paint and gives your team some space to operate.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Rose. On the wing ground. Offline with his 3. Here's Dallas. 1:03 left in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Here's Finley. Another 3 for Dallas.
And Finley, a dead-eye 3-point threat. Once he has his feet up under him, he's ready to fire.
Outside, Porter driving inside. And the layup falls.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
To the left side wing. Here's Finley. He's covered by Brown. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Finley brings a lot of athleticism to that position, can throw it down as well as stroke it from deep.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
You know, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Daniels kicks to Duncan. Brown feeling it out a bit. Porter, bounce pass. Shoots from 12. And the rejection by Bradley. Now here's Nash. Over Porter. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Mavericks.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
San Antonio trails by 7. Outside Porter for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
Porter and the 3-ball. That's a lethal combination now because he's consistent from outside the arc.
Here's Finley. He's covered by Brown. And Finley gets it to go.
High percentage if you can find a window. Great job.
The Spurs shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. There's Porter with the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with the 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Strickland. He's coming off a 13-point game again.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Daniels kicks to Duncan. Brown outside. Duncan right side. Shoots over Bradley. Duncan misses. Dallas leading by 5. Finley up top. He's covered by Rose. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And Finley finding the hot hand, efficient from pretty much any spot on the floor.
Here's Daniels, defended by Nash. Daniels dishes to Duncan. But Trey. Daniels, no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Here's Strickland. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Jaren Jackson checked in for Rose. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Daniels passes to Porter. Spurs working the ball around now. Three-pointer, Daniels buries it from three-point range.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Nash dishes to Nowitzki. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 4 assists now tonight.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Outside, Porter. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. Dallas leading by 6. Nash up on top, guarded by Porter. It's Nowitzki on the wing. Right wing. Porter against Nash. Nowitzki with the screen on Porter. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Shoots over Brown. Nowitzki, no good. And it's Porter with the ball for the Spurs. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Pass to Duncan. Outside Jackson. Porter with it. Duncan at the elbow. Shot from 12. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Nowitzki's got 11.
That's how it's done. Getting down and dirty inside. Good result.
And here's Porter. 12 points for him. Duncan with the screen for Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul, first team foul.
Terry Porter is a physical guy now. I mean, he's not that big, but he's physical. Excellent going into contact on the way up.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Spurs with some changes. Elliott's checked in for Jackson. And it's Johnson in for Daniels. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
An efficient shooter like Porter is such a valuable asset on offense. I mean, if he can't find a shot for a teammate, he's got one of his own that he can load and launch.
Here's Finley. He's got 14. Pass to Nowitzki. Lets the 3 fly. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. San Antonio trails by 7. To the paint. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Hey, it may not make the highlight reel, but all Tim Duncan does is score points, and he makes your team a ton better.
Here's Strickland. Now Finley. Going inside. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Michael Finley's combination of size and athleticism and skill, too much for the defense to handle there.
Robinson's checked in for the Spurs. Ellie comes in for Porter. Spurs have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here is Elliott. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Strickland, guarded by Elliott. Johnson against Nash. Pass to Strickland. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas, no good that time either. San Antonio trails by 8. Here's Helly. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Nash against Johnson. Robinson with the block. Here's Ellie. Pass to Duncan.
Mavericks foul. Eric Strickland. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Robinson finds Johnson. From the wing, shot clock at 6. That's in, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Robinson. Robinson's got his 3rd basket of the night. Nash against Johnson. Nowitzki for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Johnson outside. Pass to Robinson. Here's Ellie. And here is Johnson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Oh, I love Robinson's motor. He's somebody that refuses to quit on the offensive glass.
Here's Strickland. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
If you give guys even a sliver of daylight in this league, they'll make you pay.
Johnson with it. All alone. Nice jump shot. Good. Johnson's got 6.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Inside, Brooks. It's rebounded by David Robinson. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Duncan. Here is Elliott. Here's Ellie. He's off on that one.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Here's Strickland, guarded by Ellie. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Good job accepting and embracing the contact on the way up there.
First trip to the line for him here.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
Brown is checked in for Duncan. Now here's Johnson. He has 6. He gets that one.
Excellent use of the floater there, neutralizing the shot blockers for sure.
Dallas leading by 3. Nash kicks to Nowitzki. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Outside for Robinson. Pass to Johnson. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, the analytics may not like it, but games are won and lost in that mid-range.
Here's Brooks. David Robinson with the rebound. The Spurs shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Johnson outside. Robinson left side. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Al Finley. 17 points in the game. Robinson with the block. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Dallas ball.
San Antonio on defense. Nowitzki for 3.
Give him credit for his defensive effort, doing whatever he can to alter the shot.
Here's Johnson. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Mavericks shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. Here's Strickland. He's got 19. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Man, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Well, the numbers say it all. He's been feeling it tonight.
Nowitzki for 3. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. Nash has got 6 assists in the game.
You know, Nash is an excellent distributor, a phenomenal floor general, great at recognizing when his guys are open.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
San Antonio making a switch here. Daniels is checked in.
Yeah, and Johnson out there just orchestrating the offense. An unselfish point guard with a commanding presence.
Nowitzki a screen. Here's Strickland. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Strickland's got 12 now in this quarter. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Johnson up top. 17 points in the game. It's good. 10 points for Robinson.
Yeah, I like the interior game of Robinson. Really does a nice job with getting deep position and then going to work.
Here's Brooks. Back to Nash. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Finley can't get it to go. San Antonio leading. Here's Ellie. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Daniel. No good on the 3. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Here's Strickland. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Strickland's got 23 points. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Down low, here's Bradley. Rebound, San Antonio. Robinson's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Johnson. He's still up. Now he's 9 of 10.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Bradley can't get it to go. Bradley's gone 1 of 4 so far. Johnson outside. Six to shoot. Pass to Elliott. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Johnson can't get it to go. Dallas shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Nowitzki a screen. Duncan with the block.
Excellent defensive timing that time by Tim Duncan.
Elliott passes to Robinson. Good on the bucket. And now a 3-point San Antonio lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
It's Nowitzki on the wing. Nash outside. Rebound, San Antonio.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Elliott kicks to Johnson. Spurs passing it around. Robinson. The putback. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Finley. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Good on both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Pass to Robinson. And the rejection by Bradley. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Back to Robinson. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley.
Excellent defense, staying within arm's length and using that arm to knock it away.
Pass to Ellie. Here is Elliott. Lock at 6. Over Finley. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Elliott's got his first basket of the night.
Elliott, man, what a stroke. Sean Elliott, an athletic forward who feels comfortable shooting from here.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Nowitzki.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. right around 3 minutes into the second half. Johnson kicks to Duncan. Here is Elliott.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Elliott. And he banks in the layup. Elliott's got 4 this quarter.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Dallas trails by 3. Nowitzki, the pass to Finley. For the tie. Shot's good by Strickland. Strickland's got 26 points.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Duncan down low. He's defended by Nowitzki.
Hey, you could feel that throwback here.
They retain possession. Pass to Johnson. Duncan with a screen on Nash. To the middle. And another shot. And again with the rebound. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Clearly not the tallest guy in the league, more like one of the smallest in the league. But Nash figures out ways to do damage inside.
For Dallas, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. Both free throws good from Nash. San Antonio trailing here. Johnson, the pass to Ellie. Outside Robinson. Johnson outside. Here's Duncan. And the shot is good. 15 points for Duncan.
You know, this is simply Tim Duncan doing his thing, being Tim Duncan, playing with great heart and going to work inside.
Now, here's Nash. He's got 7, and the basket is good.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And San Antonio shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Here is Elliott. Pass to Ellie. Duncan surveying the D. Shot clock at 5. Lays it up and banks it in. Duncan's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Nowitzki. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got his 8th assist in the game.
And Nash is an incredible passer. Seems like he has eyes in the back of his head sometimes. One of the best.
Here is Elliott. Pass to Ellie. Duncan right side. And 2 free throws are coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Basketball IQ of Tim Duncan, top flight. He's so smart at knowing how to draw fouls.
And let's face it, every point matters in this league. You have to take advantage of these freebies.
Daniels is checked in for San Antonio. Nash, the pass to Bradley. Drops in the layup for 2. Bradley's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Outside Robinson. Looking to get back on track here. And that one, good. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
Love a big man who can pass. Great instincts. Duncan finds the open man there for the bucket. And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And here is Johnson. 19 points in the game. Robinson sets a screen for Johnson. Here's the floater. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
You like a lot about Michael Finley, but what I like most is his aggressiveness at the offensive end.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here is Elliott. He's guarded by Finley. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Bradley.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Now Finley. 21 points in the game. Nash right side. It's stolen by Duncan. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Daniels dishes to Robinson. Misses from close range. For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. There's Nash with the 3. It's rebounded by David Robinson. Robinson's. And Daniels up top. Pass to Johnson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here is Daniels, defended by Nash. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's Finley, covered by Elliott. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Brown comes in for Duncan. And Porter subbed in for Elliott. Now Finley. Dirk Nowitzki missing from long range. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Johnson. For the lead. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Refusing to give up on the play. Hard work pays off.
Nash kicks to Nowitzki. Shoots over Brown. Nowitzki's shot is no good. And San Antonio's shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's Daniels. Brown inside. Basket good. Brown's got his second bucket.
Showing the strength inside to take the hit and finish.
Dallas trails by 3. Here's Finley. Pass to Strickland. Here's Finley. 21 points in the game. Nailed from three-point land. Finley's got 24 points.
I think that's a key for his offense. I mean, they want to continue to space that defense out as much as possible.
Spins. Here's Johnson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Rose is checked in for Daniels. And Dallas with a change here, too. Rodman's checked in. Now, here's Nash. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Strickland. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. Strickland's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Johnson, the pass to Rose. Pass to Robinson. Here's Johnson. Steps it up. And Robinson is right there. Robinson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
To the right side. Bradley a screen on Brown. Driving the lane.
And you could tell, even in warm-ups, he was primed for a big night.
46 seconds left in the third. Johnson against Nash. Johnson with it. 25 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Again, Michael Finley. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one misses. Antonio Daniels checked in for the Spurs. And the Mavericks making a change here, and he sinks the second.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Nash left side to the inside. Here's Brooks up and in on the layup.
You can't take any points for granted in the NBA. That's a great bucket.
Here is Daniels, defended by Nash. Here's Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. And the Spurs lead by 1. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Spurs lead by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And San Antonio shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Wasted no time on that one.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Nash. Lays it up off the glass. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 13 assists. Daniels kicks to Duncan. Brown outside. Porter passes to Duncan. Shoots over Bradley. And another basket for San Antonio.
So much fun watching Tim Duncan play. So good and efficient.
Nash dishes to Bradley. Banked in off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And the Spurs with possession following the score by Dallas. Duncan outside. Over Finley. It's rebounded by Dallas. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Strickland. He's covered by Daniels. Pass to Bradley. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Porter looking it over. Rose sets the screen for Porter. That 3 off the mark. Dallas shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Left side, Porter. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And the Mavericks with possession here. Trailing by 2. Here's Finley. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. To the paint. Here's Rose. And the dunk by Rose.
Amazing how many different guys can throw it down in this league.
Dallas trails by 4. Nash kicks to Finley. And a miss there on the triple. The Spurs have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Daniels passes to Porter. Duncan with a screen on Nash. Three-pointer, Daniels knocks down the three ball. And it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Bradley gets it to go.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's Porter over Strickland. Again, the Spurs good for two.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Nash following the bucket by the Spurs. Now here's Brown. Pass to Duncan. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Daniels. And the rejection by Bradley. Driving to the basket. And Finley gets it to go.
He's not just a jump shooter now. Michael Finley will give it to you inside, too.
Outside, Porter releases. The offensive rebound. Dallas trails by 5. Now Finley. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Good awareness that time by him. I like when he gets it to his open teammates. Keep your eyes and head up.
Outside, Porter. Rose sets the screen for Porter. San Antonio again missing. Nash left side. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Strickland, guarded by Porter. Here's Finley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now just a 1-point San Antonio lead.
A variety of ways for Finley to attack you inside.
And here's Daniels. Over Nash. Daniels, no good. Mavericks have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Strickland passes to Bradley. Inside, over Porter, and Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got 10 points here in the second half. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Porter dishes to Duncan. Pass to Daniels. Rose a screen on Nash. Three-pointer, Daniels drops in the tray. Daniels has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for San Antonio. Here's Nash. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
You can't let Nash get inside like that. He's so nimble and will find a way to finish.
Outside, Porter. Into the lane. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Too big for smaller guards. Too quick for the bigger ones. Terry Porter is a hard guy to match up with.
Nash with it. Guarded now by Duncan. And Daniels up top. Pass to Duncan. Here's Daniels. Now here's Rose. Can't connect from short range. Here's Finley. He's covered by Brown. Now Finley. Takes it inside. Some solid defense from Brown. The Spurs have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. The kick out to Porter. Daniels with it. Down low. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Nash with no one around. Connects from three-point range. Nash has got 7 now in this quarter.
And the quickness of Nash's game, just taking a shot there before the defense has a chance to react.
Here's Daniels. Nash with the block. Second shot opportunity. And that one's good. Daniels.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Finley. Rebound, San Antonio. Duncan's got 8 rebounds in this game. Daniels kicks to Duncan. Brown outside. Lets it go from 11. No good from Duncan. Maverick shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. And he gets the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
And I love that take from the Canadian Nash. A cunning and decisive attacker.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Robinson's checked in for Rose. Elliott comes in for Brown. Ellie's checked in for Porter. And it's Johnson in for Daniels. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas. Jones comes in for Nash. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. The latest, David.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Now here's Jones. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here is Elliott. To the inside. Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge even in the biggest of moments.
Jones looking for an opening. A 3-ball. Drills it from outside. Jones has got the game tied up here for Dallas.
Crucial basket for this team. He gave him a shot in the arm with that one.
Ellie with a screen on Jones. Pass to Duncan. It's tipped and stolen by Nowitzki. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Johnson outside. And here's Duncan. He's defended by Nowitzki.
There's so much that's impressive about Duncan, but I think the most impressive thing is how fundamentally sound he is.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them the lead. The Mavericks shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. To the middle. Here's Nowitzki. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. 20 points for Dirk Nowitzki. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now here's Duncan. Spurs working the ball around now. Here is Elliott. 5 on the clock. Pass to Ellie. It counts.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Johnson against Jones. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Nowitzki with the screen on Johnson. Shoots. Good.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Guys, what are their best options now?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Dallas making a switch here.
Substitution for Dennis Rodman.
32 seconds left in the game. Robinson passes to Ellie. Back to Robinson. Johnson with the bounce pass. Pass to Elliott. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, no good.
Got the benefit of the whistle on that play.
He drops the first one, and that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Timeout, Dallas. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Steve Nash.
To win the game. Oh, that shot at a chance, but no good. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.